All right, family, Black Power. It's the Truth Hour with General Sara, Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online or marketplace. Official General Sara Seti DVDs, t-shirts and hoodies for the family, African and Kemetic jewelry, fly. We got some new joints in. We got this African or this gold king tut. We got the lion head, you know what I'm saying? Got little ice around, you know what I'm saying? We got the Benin, the Queen of Benin, uh, go royal mask necklace. We got the Africa, red, black, and green with the Aheru. We also got the melanated Nefertari, Nefertari, Queen Nefertari. We also got the holistic tonics and remedies. Y'all know winter is sneaking up, fall is sneaking up. So you most definitely better fortify your immune system. We got some new remedies coming up real soon. Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? We also got home decor African, exquisite African trays and coaster sets. Man, they coming in all type of exquisite fashions and styles. And so you need to get on over there, check it out, and get you something nice. And class is now in session. Ring the alarm. Class is now in session. Seti University, generalseti.com, over 800 video presentations. Too raw for YouTube videos, and that's damn near every video. That's damn near every video. SETI with the master teachers, Freemasonry exposed, occult science, SETI debates, all world religions, video and radio interviews, highlights from over 50 cities, ancient civilization and mythology, Black power, politics, and economics, the complete General SETI website. You see Olmec Voyages of the Nile video catalog and library, the making of the white man, creatures of the Caucasus, video librarian series catalog. And so get on over there, generalseti.com, and become a student today. Get your education. All right, General Seti, keep it popping on Patreon, BPC, making noise. We never come. Exclusive live streams, too hot to handle on YouTube. And then it got too hot for Patreon too sometimes. And so, we got, just drop Moloch, God of the Deep State, Devourer of Black Children, homicidal science, the population death code exposed, do pedophile priests find justification for their actions in the Bible, the deep state, all that shit fire. All that shit. That's a hell of a lineup right there. That'll get your ass banned. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Deep state attempt to recreate themselves through gene editing as God. That's that fire right there. You feel me? And so, get on over there, Patreon, General Sara Seti. The link is right down in the video description. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, General Seti, Sara Seti, King Seti. Make sure you rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share it with your family. Comment. Love it or hate it, nigga. Drop something down in there. Okay, today, come on out here because we got controversy out here about what blacks in America have contributed to black culture in the whole world. Goddamn well, in the whole world, motherfucker. People's watching us all over this motherfucker. Real fucking talk. You know what I'm saying? And so today, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to my own personal, and everybody, they got their own personal, I had the seven greatest MCs, but I decided to do five, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have the time to do the seven, but I'll come back and do the seven. Who I think, is the top five of all time. And like I say, that's a hard debate. That's a hard debate. You know what I'm saying? That's a hard debate. On the top three is even in the top three, it's hard to give. But I'm gonna tell you, me with my Cause I'm the type of person, just cause you can rhyme, nigga, I don't want to hear all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You a waste of talent. You know what I'm saying? You rapping about all that bullshit all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, the way I judged it, you know what I'm saying? Cause you got to have exceptional. We talking about an MC now. And I didn't put the E on there, but I can put it on there. You know what I'm saying? You got to have exceptional lyrical skills. You can't even get on this motherfucker if you ain't got exceptional lyrical skills. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you make good songs. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn Will Smith didn't sold a fucking 50 million records. And he make good songs. You know what I'm saying? He make a good song, but that ain't that don't mean he has exceptional lyrical skills. You know what I'm saying? And so, a lot of people can make good commercial songs. And for me, and when we talk about hip hop, to me, it's a martial arts. You see what I'm saying? It's a martial arts. A lot of motherfuckers see it didn't morphed. It didn't morphed into shit, where it didn't morphed into shit where it should, it, and that's all right. That's what music do. But like I say, when shit morph and it leaves its classic mode. You know what I'm saying? A classic mode. Outkast gonna be on the greatest groups, and we already know about Outkast. I look, I ain't gonna even go into that, but I see a lot of people put Outkast. Everything Outkast touched went platinum. They one of the only motherfuckers out there that and that. But I deal with that, and so you got to have exceptional lyrical skills plus content, you know, plus content, and you got to have an uncanny ability to write hot songs. Some niggas got lyrical skills, but they just can't put no songs together. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to do both. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't want nobody, to be, think I'm biased because, a motherfucker got some exceptional lyrical skills, but their content is bullshit. I don't want to hear about all that disrespecting women and shit. That's not classic shit to me. You know what I'm saying? I can't play that around my daughter. Now I can listen to a nigga cuss. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about no, but when you just become belligerent and you start talking about, disrespecting women, then I don't consider that shit. That's a waste of your skills. You know what I'm saying? Let's put some shit together. If you got skills like that and you can move the crowd, then nigga put your skills to work. And so I don't want to hear that. And so, my number one, a lot of people got their number one. I'm about the 80s and shit, And so I consider, the God MC Rakim to be the best. I think pound for pound, you know what I'm saying, lyrically, that Rakim was the best. You know what I'm saying? Because I came up in an era when you know, even when Run DMC was out, Run and then was out before Eric B and Rakim and shit. And Run and them held it down, up until that point. And I listened to all the other rappers and shit back in the day, man. You had all type of motherfucker UTFO and all them early rappers, Grandmaster, Flash and the Furious Five and shit and all that. When Run DMC came along, they was the first rappers that put that old school shit in the grave. You know what I'm saying? You seen a change there. When Ron came, you see some change when they came. You know what I'm saying? And so, rap, it got a little more, it got a little more lyrical. it got a little more, shit got, where you start seeing your modern type of nigga with the blue jeans and your sneakers and shit and all that started to truly come into play. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I ain't gonna lie. And then, LL came, right after Ron, and LL was trying to, and L did. When L came, he put niggas on, they was running from him. You know what I'm saying? He had his place. But when Rakim came, the game changed forever. You know what I'm saying? When, I used to go, I remember they used to sell motherfucking tapes up at the goddamn gas station. You see what I'm saying? They used to sell, tapes up, and I used to go up there buy all the goddamn shit, everything I could. And man, I remember that Criminal Minded, man. I got that motherfucker. I say, damn, that BDP, man, that first joint, nigga, that Criminal Minded was bumping. Nigga, they was the shit. You know what I'm saying? But even, and Chris is my nigga now, don't get me wrong. But man, when I put that motherfucking Paid in Full in, oh no, nigga, it's something. This shit right here is something different. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here is something different. And so, I just, for me, especially in the first three, most definitely, for Eric B and Rakim, and I didn't even put them down in the groups, the greatest group, but they should have, and I still can revise that. You know what I'm saying? That they do go in the greatest group category. But hands down, man, lyrically, you know what I'm saying? I just ain't myself. I ain't heard no motherfucker, put it together like Rock. Them first three albums that Paid in Full. What was the second one? Follow the Leader. And the third one, Let the Rhythm Hit Her. All that shit was classic. You know what I'm saying? And even after that, when he went on his solo joint, you know what I'm saying? That 18th letter, the master had a couple of joints on it, but that 18th letter, that shit was banging too. You see what I'm saying? And so, he's managed, to, put, carve his name in stone, and a lot of people look at Rakim as the greatest. Everybody got, but for real, niggas know what it is. You know what I'm saying? They could say, and then you got the new school, they ain't gonna know. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't been schooled in their classical music. Now, number two, you know what I'm saying? Number two, I would have to give it to KRS. You know what I'm saying? Just on the strength of. You know what I'm saying? Because these was the and then not just because the nigga sweet. You know what I'm saying? The nigga didn't have, and I ain't saying that, I'm saying nigga, he didn't have, they got about 20 some albums. I ain't gonna say every one of them is the one, I know, because I ain't even heard all of them. You know what I'm saying? But the early shit that they was putting down, man, it was classic. Niggas couldn't fuck with him. Real talk. They can't fuck with Chris, and they don't really want to rhyme against him. You know what I'm saying? It's only a few that would even try to challenge the man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just what he do. You know what I'm saying? So, most definitely anybody that got a serious list of MCs, I'm quite sure, ain't gonna have no problem with Rakim and KRS being 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? And I know people got their own, list, and that's okay. A lot of people say Nas, and you know what? The thing about Nas is that and I heard Big Daddy talk about who he thought was the top, and he thought himself. He thought he was one Rakim, and KRS was 1, 2, 3. And he said something that I just felt about, when Rakim came, niggas couldn't rhyme the same way. See, this is what I'm judging. You see what I'm saying? when you start hearing the Rakims and the KRS-Ones, and especially Rakim, you couldn't rhyme the same way no more. Because he had demolished the whole era of that hoo ha 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 hoo ha ha. You know how niggas hoo ha ha ha. You know what I'm saying? And all that shit over with. You know what I'm saying? That shit over with. Nigga ain't no more the hip, hop, the hippie, the hippie. No, that shit over with. You know what I'm saying? You can't come like that no more. So he changed the whole era where motherfuckers had to start, intricately, rhyming and shit and putting that shit together. And Big Daddy also was in there too. You see what I'm saying? So they changed the game. Nah, that just like, when you look at Nas, even his style, Nas style got Rakim, and he got some cool G rap in him too. You know what I'm saying? So, he didn't really change shit. But he's a beat. A lot of people say he whack, and he whack because, I ain't gonna say he whack. I'm just gonna say that Nas really didn't make up his mind on what he really wanted to be. That's what it really boiled down. When you look at Rakim and you look at KRS-One, them niggas is what they is. You know what I'm saying? They ain't changed. They was on, the mentality of upliftment. That's what that's the identity that they maintain. You know what I'm saying? They maintain all down through their career. So they mentality and their persona was, it was carved in stone. Where Nas, he came, you didn't know if he wanted to drop knowledge or the nigga want to be a gangster or, and so on. And some people say Nas a better rapper than Rakim. That's not true. I don't believe that. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I can't believe that. You know what I'm saying? That's just like saying, that's just like saying Emmitt Smith is a better runner than Barry Sanders. You see what I'm saying? That just ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You can't see, the thing is what people don't understand. That's just like people may say, you can't take a cornerstone up. You see what I'm saying? You can only lay on top of a cornerstone. That's just like a lot of people when I get into the best groups. I'm gonna talk about Run DMC. Motherfuckers just don't know Run DMC legacy. The shit that they had to do to give these other niggas a house to even sleep in. You know what I'm saying? These is the rappers that gave motherfuckers a house to sleep in. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't just like you debating whether this nigga style. No, this nigga gave other rap artists up until this day a house to sleep in. If it Run DMC hadn't done what they done, it wouldn't even be no motherfucking game. So ain't no replacing that. You see what I'm saying? So to say that Nas is better than Rakim, that's untrue. Because if Rakim hadn't came, niggas wouldn't even be rhyming. That's just like, look at Kobe and say Kobe better than MJ. Man, goddamn, the man whole game was patterned after MJ. If MJ didn't come, how the fuck would he had even took his style to be who the fuck he is? You see what I'm saying? And that's what people got done. You can't pull up a cornerstone. You see what I'm saying? You can't pull up a cornerstone. And so, when you see how many motherfuckers that Rakim influenced, you see what I'm saying? That one beat, that paid in full beat. Do you know how many motherfuckers took that beat and sampled it, and it became a motherfucking multi-million-dollar hit every time? You know what I'm saying? That's like the most sample, that motherfucking paid in full beat, not the sample, but the beat up under it is like, the most sampled goddamn beat of all time. And every time the motherfuckers sampled it, it became a multi-million-dollar hit. Even goddamn Milli Vanilli stole that motherfucker and made a $1 trillion hit off of it. So when you look back and ain't no way I'm gonna put no goddamn Nas over no Rakim. That just ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just that. I give Nas respect. You know what I'm saying? Because Nas ain't shit to play with at all. You know what I'm saying? after Rakim KRS, you know what I'm saying? You know, after because I mean, goddamn, you have to think about, who he say he took, you look at Cool G Rap. Now I'm not gonna say where Cool G Rap is, but everybody know that a lot of the rappers that came up out of Cool G, Nas admit that he came up out of Cool G and Rakim. Even, and I don't stress no outside the race rappers, but Big Pun and them, they took from Cool G. Them even the niggas from Wu-Tang say they took from from Cool G. You see what I'm saying? It's just the fact is that a lot of people haven't, they haven't heard of these rappers. And then once you leave that era, people just don't really understand, the influence that these particular rappers had on the game, period. So, most definitely, I can put Nas, I could put him there 3. I could put him there 3 or 4. It's just up to you. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some rappers that can go in that 3 slot. You know what I'm saying? But for me, 1 and 2, because you dealing with fine, and I'm talking about exceptional lyrical skills. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about exception, and I'm talking about longevity. You know what I'm saying? How long was you in the game? Nas had a long, but like I said, some of these rappers like LL, I couldn't give LL a top spot because LL was just making too many fucking love songs, man. You started out hard, nigga, but then I believe when Rakim came out, LL went to strictly making love songs. He knew his days was over. He make a hard song every blue moon, but shit, most of his hits was shit love songs. You know what I'm saying? So, I could give Nas the number 3 spot. You know what I'm saying? I could give Nas the number 3 spot, but I'm not gonna give him precedence over Rakim and KRS-One. That's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful. And so, and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to even, just imagine Nas, versus a young Cool G Rap. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? That you talking about the verses and you talking about niggas in their primes, and yeah, of course, we already know that, Chuck D is one of the greatest MCs of all time, too. The man voice is just, what I'm saying, ain't no damn, y'all know goddamn well ain't no Eminem getting no slot up in this motherfucker. I don't even listen to that shit. Y'all niggas listen to Eminem. Y'all motherfuckers, nigga, y'all been demoted, nigga. What the fuck? Who the fuck listen to? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Chuck D is one of the greatest. I ain't saying he coming. I wouldn't say he would come right behind Nas. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying he is one of the greatest. I would put Chuck D in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just don't know his presence and shit. If you didn't see him when Public Enemy was when they was in doing their thing, man, Public Enemy couldn't be fucked with. You know what I'm saying? When Public Enemy was at the top of their game, they was the hottest rap group in the game. And they was there for at least 2-3 albums. You know what I'm saying? They was there for at least 2-3 albums. You know what I'm saying? Not 2, but about 3. You know what I'm saying? They might have had some presence going into the 4th album. You know what I'm saying? So they was nothing to fuck with. Y'all don't see, the thing is, a lot of y'all wasn't in the golden age of rap. You know what I'm saying? When niggas was conscious. You see what I'm saying? Y'all niggas so used to a nigga talking about smacking a bitch and shooting a nigga in the head over a cookie and shit or whatever the fuck. Y'all don't see, so it was eras. And so in the era of the golden age of rap shit, Public Enemy was like, they was like supreme almost. You know what I'm saying? You had X-Clan there too now. Don't get me wrong, but Public Enemy was like, nigga, You know what I'm saying? They was like the top. You know what I'm saying? Real fucking talk. You know what I'm saying? When they dropped the Nate, I mean, but shit, even the one before that, Public Enemy. What was the name of that one? Where the first one that they dropped. You know what I'm saying? The first one that motherfucker was classic too. You know what I'm saying? My Uzi weighs a ton. You know, and all that shit on there. That shit was hard. You know what I'm saying? And so, people don't understand the power of these rappers, and that's why, and this is a beautiful. It's not for my. This is why you study your classical music. You know what I'm saying? You study your classical music. This is our classical music, and we need to study, this music. You understand what I'm saying? And go back, because that's what really they was doing when they came. They was studying that old, the sampling and this, that, and the third, and you be surprised. You be thinking some shit is old, and then you get to studying, and then you see how, how fresh that shit is, and how it really lays the foundation for the next segment of music that comes along. You feel what I'm saying? And so, I'm not gonna say, because like I say, these numbers can change. Now, it's just, some of these, now I got Ice Cube up there. Now, a lot of people, might be, but let's be real about it, man. And each one of these rappers up here had an era. It was a time where Ice Cube was running shit. Period. Ice Cube was running shit. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube was running shit. Period. He took over, guys. People say Special Ed. Special Ed had a couple joints now. He had a couple joints. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple joints. He got some classic music now. You know what I'm saying? He had some classic music. He had tracks. He had some classic tracks. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't gonna go down, and so you got to they say Jay-Z is not overrated. Listen here, man. Even though, like I say, his content, nobody, Jay-Z, don't nobody, really want to fuck with Jay. You know what I'm saying? He's not the first motherfucker you gonna fuck with. And even when he battled Nas, a lot of people say Nas won, and he very well may have, but Jay-Z he uppercutted that nigga 2-3 times. You know what I'm saying? And so don't act like Nas just ran over Jay-Z, because he did not. You know what I'm saying? But for his lyrical skills and shit, that he's rapping the same shit. You know what I'm saying? He's rapping the same shit. He party rapping and shit, and you know what I'm saying? He's the drug game and shit, and this, that, and the third. And so, you got the exceptional lyrical skills, but your content, you know what I'm saying? Your fucking content, you know what I'm saying? He has an uncanny ability to write songs, but his motherfucking content, you the type of nigga that keep rapping this, that got these niggas thinking the way they thinking today. Niggas rapping stick up songs and shit, and Annie up, run them Jews, Annie up. You know what I'm saying? So, and so, and that's that. And so a lot of people don't, they say Tupac, and you know what? And that's just what it is. Tupac is some, special in the game. People can say what the fuck they want to say about him. The young brother sold over 75 million motherfucking records. And that's at the, 20, at 25, this man had platinum. This man had the man damn near had a diamond. As a matter of fact, he had a diamond album after his death. Some motherfuckers don't even have one in life. You know what I'm saying? So the man had a diamond, you know what I'm saying? In death. You see what I'm saying? What he say? Jay Regal say, where are the where at? You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear no what? Where are the Latinos? They know where at? In the top what? Man, get out of here, man. Stop playing with me. Where? Where at? Man, come on, man. Stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Where at? Where at? Is you serious? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Ain't nobody being replaced up in here. I can go damn near 20. I wouldn't even mention nobody outside because it's not real. You know what I'm saying? Listen, stop that shit. Stop culture vulturing and shit and this, that, and the third. I don't get no motherfucker. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is an exquisitely black art form, man. And goddamn it, nobody could do it like, you know, you got to leave it to its originality. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to nobody outside of my people. I don't give a fuck what it is. You know what I'm saying? Please. Anytime I hear some shit on TV, man, let's turn this shit off. You know what I'm saying? If it's a commercial, man, turn this shit off. You see what I'm saying? I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't me. You know, I move to a certain kind of rhythm. You see what I'm saying? And so you know, Pac is most definitely, you know what I'm saying? He, you know, Pac is, you know, something very special. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he's the greatest MC, but he is one of the greatest writers of all time. You know, passionate, you know, and Tupac got some bullshit in his catalog too. And he knew that. He said it his goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? He said it his guy, you know, all them where he disrespecting women and shit and this, that, and the third and shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't fly. But, you know, when the brother is on he's something special. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna leave it there. And I'm not going, you know, I'm not going, you know, and put him in a spell, you know, because like I say, you know, he had become, you know, a damn near prophet, damn near to a lot of people out here. You know what I'm saying? So he was on more than one level. You know what I'm saying? Where people looked at him from a revolutionary standpoint, you know, battling with these damn, you know, the system and shit and this, that, and the third. And you know, he got caught up out there. And like I said, you know, I don't, it was a lot of shit that was happening that, you know, you know, I wish he hadn't went through. You know what I'm saying? But I guess that's how life is. You can wish something, but that's just how life is. So I most definitely think Tupac is one of the greatest writers of all time. You know, there's no doubt about it. When you got 75, yeah, you know what? Now, Biggie, you know what I'm saying? I do believe Biggie is one of the, you know, most exceptional lyricists of all time. But a lot of people give him, you know, and that just like, you know, the potential of doing something. You know what I'm saying? You know, the potential, you know, a lot of people say that he's, you know, he's big, he's greater than Tupac. I didn't believe that because it would be unfair to give a man with 2 albums. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what his you know, and I know, and I feel, you know, I feel the pain of his death, you know, both of the young brothers' death. You know what I'm saying? I felt the pain of both of their death, but just being real, you know, Biggie had 2 albums, and you know, he had a double disc. You see what I'm saying? And what I felt is he was growing. You know what I'm saying? And he got cut off, and you know, in his growth. And so, you know, though he has some songs, he has some bullshit too. You know, and I ain't saying I'm talking about the content. Some of that shit he was talking about, pissing on motherfucking women's and shit and all that shit. You got to throw that shit away. You're not getting no credit for that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting no credit for all that kind of shit. So he needed a little more time, man, to put, he had some hard shit. No doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? Biggie had put a chokehold on one side of the game. You know, he stopped a lot of niggas up, you know, on the East Coast, but he wasn't stopping He wasn't stopping Pac. He wasn't stopping Death Row and them neither. You know, it was just two camps, two talented camps. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, that was moving major units and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I give Biggie, you know, you know, I give him, you know, a lot of credit for being a very exceptional lyricist. But like I said, you know, with 2 albums, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that, and they was popping. And I like, you know, I like the first one better than the second one. You know what I'm saying? You know, because the first one seemed more heartfelt, where the second one, Puffy star, you know, putting them goddamn, you know, dancing shoes on and shit. You know what I'm saying? And this, that, and the third, and that's all right, because it still sold a lot of records, and that's all right. It was a lot of hits on it, but I can't give him the one up on Pop, you know, and that's not because I like both of them. But if this man got a greater catalog and he's just as an exceptional as a writer and shit, you can't give him one up over this man. This man got 75 million. And so both of them would have sold, you know, tons of damn they would have sold tons, both of them would have sold tons of fucking music, you know. And so if they would have lived long enough, you know, they probably would have been arguably 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? Overall, I don't care, and they probably would have been 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? But cut off at 25, and you know what I'm saying? We didn't get a chance to see the legacy. And so a lot of uh people say they like Ice Cube over Tupac. Ice Cube was a beast. Ice Cube, you know, he ran the West Coast, you know, for a while. He ran rap. A lot of people just got to give respect what respect due. You understand what I'm saying? All these rappers had a time where they ran the game. You know what I'm saying? Before Pac even came, you know, Ice Cube was running shit. You know what I'm saying? And was running shit even while Pac was out. You know what I'm saying? His hands stretched, from NWA to his own solo projects. Ice Cube was running shit for a minute. You know, he was running shit for a minute. And so, you know, we give him, you know, he's in, you know, he's there. You know what I'm saying? He done sold over 10 million units, so he's in the house. You know what I'm saying? Pac, KRS, Nas, Rakim, Jay-Z. I put L in there. And the reason why I put L in there because, you know, but I can't, you know, L got too many love songs. You know what I'm saying? When I thought about it, I say shit. I might have to, I had to take you say DMX is over Tupac too. I can't give you that. I can't give you that. You know what I'm saying? DMX had 30 million units sold. That and D was a beast. But again, you start getting a lot of them songs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I ain't trying to change no nigga, but I'm talking about content too. I fuck with DMX, but DMX will have a nigga ass doing 25 to life. You see what I'm saying? A lot of the disrespect and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I ain't no soft nigga, but man, I'm not about to be listening to you disrespect your sisters like that. Lil Wayne make the list. Lil Wayne sold a lot of records. Lil Wayne has his place. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say where he is. But yes, I mean, when you sell that many units, and he wasn't just he put some lyrics together. Lil Wayne did put some lyrics together, and he amassed, a nice fortune. He's one of the richest rappers of all time. He was a little bit after me. You know what I'm saying? I was still, I'm still into the rap game and shit, and but he was a little, when he was young. And I give respect. He grew up to be what he was now, but I didn't just, I didn't come back. When they was out, I was more on to Juvenile. You know what I'm saying? Juvie was the man, that you know what I'm saying? He was the man then, you know what I'm saying? And so, uh, but that don't mean nothing. Lil Wayne is in a lot of people top 10. You know what I'm saying? And he got a right, he got a right to he got a right to be there. You see what I'm saying? And so yeah, LL do got too many love. When Rakim came out, man, LL was like, nigga, I need love. You know what I'm saying? He knew his he knew his era was as far as trying to be the hardest nigga, you know, you know, he was over with. You know what I'm saying? He was over with. So, Tupac, KRS, Nas, Rakim, Ice Cube, Jay-Z, all of them is, and like I say, Jay, a lot of these niggas content is what keep them from getting it from me. Even though I know they got exceptional lyrical skills, I know they got an uncanny ability to write, hot songs. It's just the content. Will you be able to come back years from now? Imagine a motherfucker coming back 10, 15 years from now playing this shit, and you talking about pissing on somebody and fuck this bitch and this, that, and the third. All these bitches ain't shit, and no nobody on that's no. And so too many of them niggas ain't gonna get no top notch from me. And that's one reason why Most Def was nasty too. Most Def was nasty too. You know what I'm saying? But I have to sit and see if most can make the top 10. You know what I'm saying? I got to see if most because it's a hard fight up in that top 10. It's a hard fight. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if he can make it up in there. I'm gonna do the top groups tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But again, the reason why, I think, even Nas and KRS, Rakim, and which Pac was learning too. That, all that disrespecting the sisters and shit and rapping about, just killing motherfuckers and shit, this, that, and the third. And that's why I think that Tupac could have had a greater influence on educating. See, that's where I say Tupac is special. Because these niggas out in these streets was really listening to that young brother. And the way he could teach them, and that was one nigga that they would take information. They ain't gonna take information from everybody. You see what I'm saying? And if what he was teaching, change, the respect for the black woman, the respect for the mother, respect, you know what I'm saying, and change and he was a catalyst. You see what I'm saying? He was a catalyst. And so, yeah, it's a lot of people out there, family, that you could throw out there that, and so it's really a ending conversation. It's not a debate because most of the names that motherfuckers out there, get the fuck out of here. Some of these niggas need to get to what the fuck you mean Vanilla Ice? Keep playing, motherfucker. Hey, if y'all see anybody put a whole if you out there, you see anybody put any type of MC, Vanilla Ice, or any type of shit, man, delete these motherfuckers. Ban they ass. Any motherfucker out there talking about some Latino shit, ban they ass. Get them up out of here. You understand what I'm saying, nigga? This is for the children of Africa. You see what I'm saying? Only for the children of Africa. Yeah, somebody out there just playing. Delete their ass anyway. Even if Seti, I was just playing. No, nigga, get your ass up out of here. All right, family. I appreciate y'all coming out. It's a lot of talented, talented. Yeah, I see Patai. He out there. Twister was ignorant too. He was ignorant. He was ignorant. He had a nice style. I fucks with Twister. You see what I'm saying? He said it was a question. Okay, don't delete him. He said it was just a question. Don't ask no question like that no goddamn more. You know what I'm saying? You know goddamn well with the response you gonna get, nigga. Big L, of course. Guru, of course. You know, Style P ignorant. He ain't gonna get in the top 10 though. You know what I'm saying? Big L now, Big L might. You know what I'm saying? Big L most definitely could get in the top 10 because motherfuckers would run from Big L. You see what I'm saying? Most if he'd have lived, motherfuckers would run. Jadakiss was ignorant. Jadakiss is ignorant. You know, will he make it in the top 10? I don't know. That he almost like most deaf. He's an ignorant man, though. He's an ignorant man, but when you compare him to the greatest of the greats, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But Jadakiss was tight. I ain't negating. I seen the way he demolished them niggas up there on the stage not long ago. What's that? Diplomats? Oh my God, he murdered they ass. He murdered them niggas. You see what I'm saying? So thank you, family. We're gonna have this tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna come back with the groups, the greatest groups of all time, family, and be in the house. We're gonna turn up. All right, family. Black Power. This is the general saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Power.